So Trish Applegate is, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, I appreciate it. And so your experience was a little different coming into this business, right? So you were at a couple of other brokerages before you landed with me.
Training was important to me.
Yep.
You can't really go through and train somebody on all the different scenarios that come up. You just have to get in the game. And not being from the area initially, I didn't have a huge sphere. This was the best of both worlds in that I was going to be fed in terms of leads and also training and to have that support.
Yeah.
So, but I knew there was something else calling my name. And so coming here, I knew that, it was going to be fed, but I had a lot of in terms of disc training that we're currently going. I have a private SNC, so I was a bit cautious and I wanted to make sure, is she just promising this or is this really going to be? And then the belief in myself. I always shied away from sales thinking I couldn't sell. But you learn quickly it's not about selling, it's about helping people and bringing value. And so that was a game changer for me. And so the leads coupled with the training and the support was really a game changer for me. And I learned, I had the availability. It was only 2.5 days a week, but still when I got to that level, I knew it was time to jump. And so I've jumped and never looked back, and so appreciate the training and the support and, of course, the leads. I've made some awesome connections with people. Had a closing yesterday that they were repeat clients.
Nice.
So
Very
they
nice.
sold and bought and then sold again.
Fabulous.
So it's a beautiful thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so a couple things. So disc training. So we actually train on personalities. First, learning your own personality, because understanding how you function with people, we all do it, but we don't really examine it. And so in sales, one of your biggest tools is your knowledge and self-awareness, and then how you interact with other people. And so we do something called DISC training, DISC training, and an S is a person who's supportive, secure, safe, looking to not jump without knowing what's on the other side. And also a C personality is someone who's cautious and detail oriented. And so that part of Trish's personality is a huge benefit to her clients. No stone is left unturned, and all details matter, because they really do in this, right? So that personality training is something we first learn ourselves, and then we learn how to interact with people that are not quite like ourselves, right? So when I got into sales, it was more like being a chameleon or mirroring people, but not really understanding the science behind it. Now we understand it a lot more, and I think it helps in setting expectations, managing expectations, and making people comfortable in the process, right? So that's a big way to serve, and I think that's something I love that we do that, and we're constantly refreshing it and just going a little bit deeper. I think we have another training coming up, so kind of fun. But I wanted to bring that to light, and then also we don't really actually give out leads; we give out appointments. Right? So here I do the marketing. I like to say I'm a marketing company that sells houses, right? And so we do the marketing and we nurture the leads, and we have people that are appointment setters, and so you're actually meeting a person. Yeah. So which really makes a difference, because you don't have to worry about where the next appointment's coming from and where the next piece is coming from. And that to me is allowed me to see really big changes in the quality of life.
Absolutely.
For people, right?
So
even during COVID, we shifted, and a lot of the big brokerages shut down. We're run by the Department of Banking and Insurance, which was deemed to be an essential business. And so we kept our doors open. And while we were shifting and pivoting very quickly, because we're a small company, we were able to do that and really help people that were in need. It allowed other people. So, being able to do that and help support your family this way is...
a little bit more on the seller side, which has helped, because I have a little bit more control of sort of the timing of all of that, which helps.
Right.
But also I think what's important mentioning here is when you say the appointments, when I show up on an appointment, I am set up for success. I'm not just, have a couple comps printed out, right? But I have a presentation that's ready to go, that I've had to practice, that we've talked through. And so for somebody with that private S, that's important to me. And as an educator, I want to have that stuff and have those tools. And so that is provided to us along with the training and the follow-up. So I think that's really important too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It is. It's an education process,
Absolutely.
right? And you even helped me tweak that presentation, right? To really make sure that we're really hitting home with our clients. They're sitting in front of us, trusting us to bring them a buyer, trusting us to get best price terms and conditions. And then how do we do that exactly? And so we do pull the curtain back for our clients and say, this is how we do it. And we want to educate them on that process and make sure they have a level of comfort with it and they understand it, right? So really important. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's something I was at 2 brokerages before I started my own, and we did not have anything like that. You literally would walk in with they called it a brag book. Hey, I'm number 1 at selling houses between 7 and 8 p.m. on Sunday. Like, everybody could say they're number 1 at something.
Sure.
Right? Right. So, and that to me was, it's not very, it's rather disingenuous, right? So let's be clear. I am very proud to say we're the number 1 team in South Jersey from Trenton South. Those are real numbers. We're selling more homes than anyone else in our area. And it's only because we have an amazing team here, and that's how that happens. So, but really important. So, but we don't brag. We do say that we're number 1, but we kind of show up and show you how we do it, as opposed to just bragging about it. So that's a big piece of it too. So, so I'm going to thank you for your time.